which we'll show you in just a minute, but just really warm here. And we'll get chilly overnight. We're at 61 already, but overall, it's pretty nice out there right now. In fact, temperature.
It feels nice right now. If you're outside and if you want to experience some nice cooler weather, definitely in the evenings and the mornings. The evenings are probably the best because you don't have a big jacket or anything.
I was gonna say the exact same thing. Just because, like, in my book, anything below 60 requires a jacket, and right now we're at 61, so we're kind of at that threshold where if you're going out tonight, for example, you may need the jacket, but it does feel nice, and with more cloud cover building in overnight, temperature as cold, but we'll drop into the 50s over the next several hours. Winds are calm, and it was cold this morning. Look at that. We didn't see any freezing temperatures. That was the good news.
But Kerrville and Fredericksburg were at 36, so they were definitely, it was pretty chilly over there.
And fun fact, well, not fact, but you see Rock Springs, how it says 50? I think that's bad data. Just because, like, it doesn't make sense how Kerrville and Fredericksburg reached 36, and they're kind of in the same elevation in the hill country. So I think that may be bad data. I might have to check up on that. But
definitely something going on in Rock Springs right now.
Yeah, you can just kind of see. But everywhere else looks A-okay. I mean, earlier this morning, lower 40s in San Antonio, middle 40s southeast near Beeville and George West. At the moment, it feels good.
We have that south breeze right now, so that's also what's bringing in a lot of the moisture and is going to unfortunately continue to make it feel a little bit more warmer for the rest of the week.
You know, the more humidity that surges in off the Gulf of Mexico, the higher our afternoon high temperatures will be, but also it'll contribute to some morning fog overnight and some morning cloud cover. But you'll see on the dew points, which is just how we gauge humidity as meteorologists, it just shows you kind of how muggy it is outside. But 48 degrees for a dew point here in San Antonio, that's actually not that bad. That feels fairly nice. It's when it gets into the 60s when you start feeling the mugginess, the stickiness of the air. And you'll see Beeville and George West, that's where we're seeing dew points rising into the 60s. And areas out west, not too bad. Tan color, dew points are in the 30s and 20s. So in the hill country, it's dry, but it gives you an idea just how our humidity varies across our area. You know, areas out west, drier. Areas to the southeast, closer to the coast, more humid. And again, you saw the dew point just jump right there. Now we're at 53 in the dew point temperature range. So overnight, some morning clouds, some patchy fog.
Yeah, we could definitely see some fog again for tomorrow morning. There is that chance. So if you do wake up early and you have a morning commute, or maybe you don't because you're on holiday break right now.
A lot of kids are on holiday break too, and a lot of folks and parents are staying at home, enjoying their Christmas time. But a lot of people are also getting out tomorrow for like Christmas shopping too. So that's something to keep in mind.
Yeah, if you're still having to do that last minute holiday shopping, then you could wake up early, and if you do, then you may see some fog.
I wonder what time the mall's open tomorrow, just because
I don't know.
I mean, I have a few friends that work at like North Star, and I feel like I doubt it's like they're going to open at 7:30 or 8, but
no,
at least like 9, right? Like
I would assume at least 10 a.m.
Yeah, like 9 or 10 a.m.
That they're, I mean,
that they may open up at that time.
Yeah, but I don't know. Some people may want to sleep in, but for the good people who want to avoid the crowds, they probably want to get there early.
Yeah, that's for certain. So here's a Futurecast model on what's going to happen by tomorrow morning. The timestamp is in the upper right-hand corner. So you'll see by tomorrow morning as you get out on the roads, whatever you may be up to. Cloudy skies, temperatures in the middle to upper 50s, a light chill on the air, but certainly not super cold, at least the last couple of days. And you'll see underneath those clouds and some of that warmth and humidity, some of the fog is going to start to build in, and some of the visibility is down. Around San Antonio, we'll be down to about a half a mile, if not in a few isolated pockets, down to a quarter mile. So.
And someone asked, "Where's Bill Taylor?" Bill Taylor is on break. He's on break. He's on holiday break.
He's enjoying his time off.
So wish him the best. We hope he's having a great holiday break.
Yeah, he's our chief, so he's a hard worker, so he deserves his time off. So we're just kind of filling in and giving you guys weather updates online and on Kent's 5 as well. So, but again, a patchy fog area tomorrow morning, especially if you get out on 7 a.m. You may run into a few areas of fog. It's not going to be widespread, but some of these visibilities will be down to half a mile, so that is certainly concerning as you get out tomorrow morning. Speaking of tomorrow, morning clouds, morning fog, maybe a sprinkle. That 10% chance of rain is only there because of the spray, but really not going
Yeah.
to see anything in terms of measurable rain.
Yeah, so you'll see clouds in the morning, and even you could see them towards noon, around afternoon. But then you'll see plenty of sun, and temperatures, high temperatures would be in the mid 70s.
Yeah, it's gonna feel
so
nice.
so it's actually going to be warmer. We're going to start to get warmer actually.
Yeah, like a
If you think tomorrow's warm, it's going to get warmer.
Yeah, it's going to be a smidge warmer than today. Like we hit 73, like 75, 76 tomorrow. But yeah, morning clouds, afternoon sunshine. So it's kind of like when you get out in the morning, you'll need a jacket, but by the afternoon, you can lose the jacket, and it's going to be like spring-like tomorrow afternoon. So overall, a beautiful day for your Thursday, the day before Christmas Eve. And notice outside right now, it is quiet. We have mostly clear skies. The only active out there, you'll notice if you are traveling to the western half of the U.S., maybe near California, Oregon, Washington State, there is some rain out there. From what I can see, it's nothing severe. Just some scattered rain, some more cloud cover, maybe a bit more wind in the upper levels of the atmosphere, which may contribute to like some flight delays or anything like that. Nothing severe yet though, so that is the good news.
Yeah, definitely along the West Coast, there could be some travel delays just because they could even see some snow as well further north. Even Seattle could see possible snow for them as well.
Yeah, and funny you mentioned that is because if you look at the higher elevations near, what's the national park out there? Yosemite? Is it? No, I think it's Fresno. Like right here. So you get to the higher elevations of California right here into the Sierra Nevada mountains, and you can see some of the sleet and the wind treated mix starting to convert into snow out there. So they're getting some snow, north and east of Fresno, but obviously that's well from South Texas.
Right.
And back here at
But
home,
in case anyone wants to know where the snow is, it's going to be to the just a little bit more towards the west.
Yeah, and here in Texas, San Antonio, it's quiet. So if you're wondering if there's any big pattern changes coming up, doesn't look like it. There's a ridge of high pressure that will actually amplify and strengthen to our south by Friday and Saturday. And as I put this in motion, it kind of stays with us through Christmas Day, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So our pattern doesn't really change much for the next several days, which means Christmas Eve, Christmas Day.
It's warm.
I wouldn't call it hot, but I would call it like warm. Just because we should be around 65 in the afternoon, be at 80 to 83 for Christmas Day. So it's some people are frustrated about it, but it's Texas. Texas will be Texas.
Right. But we could on Christmas Eve we could hit near an all-time record.
Yeah.
But we're right now about 3 degrees shy for the forecast.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we could hit a record for the 24th, and then Christmas Day, actually the record is near 90 for the all-time record. So this wouldn't be the hottest Christmas we've ever had,
but it'd be close.
But it's still, still could be maybe 3.
Yeah, I think the daily record for Christmas Eve is like 85.
Okay.
I think it is. No, I think you had a graphic that you showed me earlier. And then the daily record for Christmas Day is like 90, like you mentioned.
That'd be like the all-time record.
So that's like the hottest we've ever been during Christmas here in San Antonio.
But we still could make the charts for the top 10. So
well, most likely
if anyone thinks it is some type of record, or it is definitely could make the list.
Yeah, and we're not happy about that, but that's just how it's going to play out. So, for example, the hottest Christmas on record, if you're wondering, that was back in 1955. And this year, we'll be around 83. So notice Christmas back in 1964, we hit 83 back then. So if we hit 83 on Saturday, we'll tie that record, which would put 2021 tied for second place for warmest Christmases on record.
Right.
Kind of confusing.
Yeah.
But yeah, third place, 2016, not too long ago.
Right.
We hit 80 at the airport. But if we do hit our forecast high on Saturday, we would tie the second place record for hottest Christmas
for
Eve.
Christmas Day.
Yeah, that's just Christmas Day, not Christmas Eve. We'll make another graphic about Christmas Eve, but it gives you an idea how hot it can get this time of year. So.
Yeah, unfortunately, it won't feel absolutely like a
no,
holiday.
I just hope like maybe 2 weeks down the road the pattern changes and we get a cold front and that brings back some nice weather for January. But if you're hoping for a cold snap during Christmas, it's likely not going to happen.
Yeah, I like how the graphic is red and green.
Yeah.
Very, very festive. even though it's just warm, because it looks nice.
When I was trying to make the graphic, I was like, should I make it just one color?
No, I like the red and green.
I put the red, yeah, just to be a little festive. So anyway, here's a 7-day 80 on Friday for Christmas Eve. So if you have your last minute plans to get out and go shopping, that's your last day to do it, Friday. It's going to be warm. It's going to be warmer on Saturday and just as warm on Sunday. And as we get into Monday and Tuesday, some small changes arrive.
Yeah, we get a little bit cooler, about 5 or 6 degrees cooler is going towards the end of the 7-day forecast. So there's a little bit of some good news once after Christmas. You know, we don't stay with that high temperature for the rest of the week.
Yeah, and it looks like we will get cooler by the end of the week, but I mean, even saying 70s is cool, it's not. I mean, it feels nice by this time next week, but we'll still be in the 70s, which is still about 10 degrees above average for this time of year. And it'll be partly cloudy. Christmas Day will be 83. Again, we'll be near a record, but I don't think we'll be the warmest Christmas of all time. But it will be warm and humid as more humidity starts to surge in from the Gulf of Mexico. But overall, a fairly nice and, I guess, spring-like pattern as we move into the weekend. Overnight lows in the 60s and high temperatures in the 80s through Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. That is your 7-day forecast. Tune in tonight at 10 for the latest on local news and weather. Hope you have a great Wednesday night.